Hello. It has been incredible 20 years of Cognizant Foundation empowering lives across India. What makes this journey so special are the people whose lives reflect the real meaning of change. Cornelius, your story is one of those that truly inspires us. Every time I hear about how you have turned a challenge into strength, I am reminded of why we do what we do. And I do hope to hear more of the details today. How are you feeling being a part of this 20-year celebration, Cornelius?
So first of all, thank you for having me, and I'm so grateful to the Cognizant Foundation to have given me this platform to interact with you. Looking back, actually having come from a very small village in Meghalaya, I feel somewhat, very emotional as well when I think about where I started my journey and to where I am right now, leading this project called Blimey, which is funded by Cognizant Foundation itself.
So, Cornelius, tell us a little bit about those early years. Where did you grow up and how was it growing up?
I was born and brought up in a very small village called Umpernai, which is in the east Khasi Hills of Meghalaya. Grown up in that small village, I had very minimal exposure to a lot of facilities that other people had. Actually, when you look at the history in my family, there was nobody in my family that has any history of somebody has any visually impairment kind of history. But I unfortunately contracted measles, which really impacted my eyesight. And although my mom had tried her level best to take me to hospital to get me treated, but unfortunately, lost my eyesight. The moment I lost my eyesight, I really I understood that the real difference in me, because one day when my mom took me out for a sunbath in a veranda, I just realized that I could see nothing, but I could only feel the heat from the sun. And also, I can only hear the sounds of the air and sounds of people around me. But whenever I face towards them, I never see anything. So that's the only moment that I can remember now, based on whatever I have lost my vision during those initial days. But then I was really fortunate, Rajesh, to tell you that I was uh, brought up in a community where I had full of support. Even though I have lost my vision, but people around me were really inclusive. They never hesitated to take me around, to make me play along with them, things like that. And my mom was very, very supportive in a way that she never stopped me from anything. Whatever I wanted to do, or wherever I wanted to go, she always encouraged me. From the starting, I was very fortunate to have a very, very supportive family, as well as the supportive community.
So, Cornelius, I also heard about a society that you joined, which helped you. What was the society?
Growing up in that village, again, my mom tried her level best to find out opportunities for me, because all my siblings and all other neighborhood, children in the neighborhood, they went to school except me. So having seen that position, she thought that whatever may be the case, there will be certain societies where, they educate people with visual impairment. My mom was very happy when she came to know that there are facilities like that. So she went and enrolled me in a society which is called Bethany Society, which is an inclusive school for people with disabilities, and as well for the people who are non-disabled. So having gone there, it was a turning point for me. Until then, I never know that there are many people with visual impairment as such in the world. There I met many other children who were, like me, enjoying themselves, running around, with confidence, running around very independently. Those moments really changed my life, really transformed the way I look at disabilities. And that is the turning point for me. One way is because the moment I saw them, I said, yes, I should also accept my disability, whatever may be the case. I should be like these people. So that is that is the kind of the starting phase of my education in the Bethanian Society.
Tell us a little bit more about your education. So how did the education go at Bethany Society? How was your 10th grade and how did you manage all of that?
Thanks for that question, sir. Starting in school was kind of difficult in the starting phase, because again, to accept one's disability, it doesn't come within one day, right? So I have to really look at how people around me live their lives, how they walk to from one end to the other end, and how do they talk to each other, things like that. And then had very supportive teachers as well, who taught me how to behave myself when I was even in spite of my disability, how to learn Braille, to read and write. So no, all those things really helped me to build my perspective about in the about my life in the future. So in 2006, when I cleared my class 10, in fact, I was the first visually impaired person in my village to clear class 10. So that created a huge buzz in my community. You know, in a way telling them that yes, like these people, they can certainly come out of their comfort shells and then build something for their own. So that moment when I cleared my class 10 was a really second thing that proved to be a turning point for me. So
Perfect.
after that, there were many perception that has got changed, even my locality as well. Earlier during my school days, many of them was still looking at me as a person who is disabled. But the moment I cleared my class 10, their perception changed towards, okay, this is not a disabled person, but he is somebody who can do a lot more for himself.
Cornelius, that's amazing. Passing 10th grade as a visually impaired student, I think the first one in your village, from what I know, right, would have been a huge milestone and very proud one, that too, for everybody around you, right? Tell us a little bit more. What came next? How did you, reach out to Enable India, Cognizant Foundation? How did these things come about in your life?
So after clearing class 10, actually, by that time, I have made a couple of people who are sighted, who are non-disabled. Having seen them clearing their graduation, whenever I talk to them, they used to tell me that I'm just sitting at home waiting for a job. It really kind of scared me in a way, because see, even if people without disability and telling me that they are sitting at home waiting for jobs and all like that, it kind of scared me in a way, because what about me, who is a person with visual impairment? Certainly, even if I want to build my career out of, after completing my graduation, I have to have something with me. Because until then, I was still studying using Braille script. And I really understood that even in case I'm so fortunate that the government hires me in their offices also, I realized that what will I do with only the Braille script in my brain? So I realized that I should be doing something for me. The only option that I could think about after talking to many people was to only upgrade myself, in the tech field. And how did I come to that conclusion was because I happened to meet one of my teachers who was in the school. When I shared to him about my aspirations, he said, yes, there are organizations across the country where you can enroll yourself in the training programs, where you can enhance your computer skills. So he happened to give me the contact of one trainer at Enable India. So I have contacted him and told him that I'm a person from a visual impairment and I'm from a very remote part of the country, but I would really like to come to Bangalore to learn computer skills. So he supported me in a way that he guided me how to, with the estimate amount that I needed to come to Bangalore, and what are the things that I may learn in the training programs, and what are the things that I may get post the program. So after clearing all these doubts, the only thing that kind of held me back was the financial support. Because again, from my parents' side, when I spoke to them about the finance support, they said that they will not be able to help me. I had to move here and there, run around here and there to meet many people, whoever I had to meet, to get some financial support. but many of them turned down because maybe they did not understand the real need of mine or something like that. But I was again fortunate in a way that I met one of my, he's my friend in a way, because I really treated him as a friend right now, because if it would have not been his support, I would have not reached Bangalore, and I would have not been sitting here talking to you, Rajesh sir. He told me one day that I may not be able to help you, individually, but what I'm going to do is, since I'm the headmaster of one school, I will connect to all my students and then seek their support to donate whatever money they can, talking to their parents, and see how much I can collect for you. I just want you to go to Bangalore and learn everything, whatever you need to. So that again brought up a change in me, that yes, once I get the money, I was sure that I would enroll myself in the computer course at Enable India. So that's how I came to know about Enable India and how I started my journey.
Fantastic, Cornelius. Cognizant Foundation is very proud of its association with Enable India. Um, Tell us what your experience was once you enrolled in the program. How did this training supported by Cognizant Foundation help you build your future, your confidence, your skills, and so on?
Cognizant Foundation, I'm really appreciative of this foundation, because through the projects like Blimey, although I was one of the beneficiaries of this project, but I am sure that there are many people out there, looking for their ground because of the projects like Blimey. It certainly can change their whole life itself. So I'm very thankful for the foundation for giving me that ground for me to stand on. Because of the various trainings at Enable India, for example, like computer skills, building my computer skills, and then learning my mobility skills, learning how to, through their subjects called life skill, I learned many things on how do I behave in a corporate sector, how do I speak to people, not for them to look at me as a person with disability, but as a person who can contribute towards the organization. So those many things, similar programs that I have learned from Enable India, that help me build my confidence and also to live my life independent, as now that I'm sitting here, talking to you, sir.
Fantastic, Cornelius. Now, let me ask you, there is a Project Blimey that Cognizant Foundation very proudly supports. Can you share how it has helped you?
One example I can think of right now. So when I started off my career earlier, when with the previous company, I had to be very fast in navigating, okay, on the laptop. So what happened was, during those days, Blimey was known as iTool, and iTool had lots of content on how do we access things using the key commands. So I happened to read one of the content where I should navigate quickly between checkboxes, to toggle them quickly, and to take certain actions whatever I need to. So I happened to read that, and in fact that proved to be a turning point for me, because the same key command that I learned from there, in fact I have been using in the during my work. So that have helped me a lot to make my work very efficient, and to finish my work on time. So I'm very thankful for this program, that Cognizant has really understood the need, that for such tools to be there in the market for people like me to benefit out of the platforms.
That's truly inspiring, Cornelius. You have come a full circle from a student to leading the very project that empowered you once. Um, any thoughts on that?
I completely agree with you. So when you say that, my life has completed a full circle from where I came until now, having benefit from the project Blimey, and then now again, having leading this project itself, in making sure that many other people who has to go through the same journey like me should never struggle or should never face any issues like how I did earlier. So I 100% agree with you when you say that.
No, that's great. What message would you give about why accessibility should be such a priority in tech innovation?
In my opinion, accessibility for one is accessibility for all. I used to hear a lot, this
Mm.
sentence when I come back to this sector. So just say, for example, when you build a RAM in a building, Generally, people, when they started off, they used to think, okay, RAM we can build, so that people with the wheelchair can certainly move up and down of the building. But when you look at the bigger picture, it tends to give much more benefit for other people as well. Say, for example, an old person who wants to go in and out of the building, they will certainly have, they would certainly struggle to use the steps. But when you have the ramp, it tends to help them in a way to ease out, things. So this is one example that I can think of right now. So the same way when it comes to technology as well, including when you build things to make them accessible for people with visual impairment, but indirectly it tends to help other people as well in the society. So that's the very importance of accessibility in tech.
No, great example and analogy, Cornelius. Thank you. Uh, for what is your words of wisdom for those who are looking to start their own journey, who have visual challenges? What is your advice for them?
Actually, if I look back maybe 20-25 years ago, it would have really changed my life when if I would have met anybody, seen a person who is a visually impaired person itself. Because why I'm saying that, now that through this platform that you have given me to speak to you, I'm sure that there are many people out there who are undergoing similar challenges like me as well, will be seeing this video. They will certainly take some inspiration out of this conversation between both of us. So I will only say to them that they should not allow any fear to define their future, but then rather than seek out for help, look for people who understand their needs, who can help them come out of their comfort zone and to build their careers, and in turn help their family. And through their salaries, they can also bring a change towards the people who ever look at them for inspiration. And also, once we have the enough capacity to earn, we certainly contribute towards the economy of the country. There are many indirect impact as well, sir. So when you ask me what is the message towards these people, I would certainly say that come out of your comfort zone, look for this enough support so that you can build your career out of that.
Cornelius, your story reminds us how powerful accessibility and how inclusion drives innovation. And you yourself are very inspiring, Cornelius. Thank you for being here, sharing your inspirational journey for all of us. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much, Rajesh sir. I hope that whoever sees this video, I hope that it should be an inspiration for them to start building their journey from here on, so that they don't have to sit back at home and think about the challenges that they face in their day-to-day lives. But after the challenge, if you look for opportunities, certainly there are. It's just that you have to take that first step. So nice to talk to you. I'm so happy that the Cognizant Foundation has given me this recognition as well through this conversation with you. I had never dreamt in my life that I'll be talking to you in a way like this, sir. Maybe if you look back, maybe 10-15 years ago, if somebody would have come and told me that, hey, one day you'll be talking to Rajesh Varrier, sir, I will just tell them, go. I will never believe you. So the kind of platform that you have given me, in this conversation, had brought me to that kind of level of recognition. So I can't thank you enough, sir, and as well for the Cognizant Foundation.
Thank you, Cornelius. I think you underestimate how much of an inspiration you are to a lot of people. So I am equally thankful that I have had an opportunity to talk to you on this platform. I wish you the very best in everything that you do.
Yeah, thanks so much, sir.